Prototype of Beijing's hypersonic jumbo aircraft, it soared through the sky, reaching Mach 6.
Good day. A new never-before-seen photo of the Shenyang Aircraft Corporation's J-56 Gen fighter has emerged on the Chinese internet. This photo offers unprecedented details on the key characteristics of the J-50 stealth fighter, one of the two tailless 6th-gen fighter designs that is coming out of China at the moment. On the 26th of December, 2024, China showcased not one but two 6th-gen fighter prototypes. One, the J-36, was built by the Chengdu Aircraft Corporation, and the other, the J-50, was built by the Shenyang Aircraft Corporation. This video focuses on a recent photo, a highly detailed photo, of the J-56G fighter. Again, the name J-50 remains controversial, but it seems that the majority of people talking about this fighter jet by the Shenyang Corporation are using the term J-50 to label this fighter for now, although it is highly unlikely that it will be the official designation of the fighter by the PLA. Here is the new photo of the J-50. It remains unclear when this photograph was taken or as part of which video clip is it from. It could be from the recent test flight of the J-50 or it could be taken from the original sortie on the 26th of December, 2024. While test flights of the Chengdu Corporation's J-36 are becoming increasingly common, the J-50, in contrast, has seen relatively few test flights so far. The photo shows the clearest view of the J-50 from the side and from the ventral position, from the bottom, out of all the photos that we have seen so far. A new feature that has just been revealed by this photo appears to be very clearly an electro-optical targeting system found under the nose of the J-50, represented by an angular bulge. This is similar to the electro-optical targeting system found on the F-35 and China's J-20 fifth-generation stealth fighter. On the operational J-XDS, a very large photoelectric sensor is found just beneath the nose in the shape of a large cut diamond. This diamond-shaped system is highly likely to be used for ground searching and tracking with high precision. The diamond-shaped electro-optical sensor on the J-20 is highly likely designed to target, for example, enemy armored vehicles and ground facilities such as radar systems and weapon installations. This particular form of passive sensors contributes to the high situational awareness of the J-50 and the J-20. They don't emit any signals, which makes the aircraft using them harder to detect, like the J-20 and the J-50, which is ideal for stealthy operations. According to other commentators, they can see what appears to be lateral or side weapon bays, presumably for short-range air-to-air missiles. However, I cannot quite confirm any lateral weapon bays myself. What I will say is that I would not be surprised at all if the J-50 does have lateral weapon bays. Chinese stealth fighters like the J-20 use lateral weapon bays to house the PL-10 short-range air-to-air missiles. And again, the plane's most signature feature, its lambda wingplane form, is also showcased by the photo. The plane's canopy is just barely visible in the photo, again confirming that this is a manned or optionally manned fighter jet. If you have enjoyed what you've seen so far, please consider shouting me a coffee using the Buy Me a Coffee link in the video description. Thank you to all supporters. The plane's engine exhausts are also very much consistent with having 2D thrust vectoring, which will help to balance out the lack of vertical tail fins in terms of ensuring the plane's stability and maneuverability. This is particularly crucial given the lack of traditional vertical control surfaces. We also confirmed the air intake of the J-50's air-breathing turbofan engines. Their designs match that of the diverterless supersonic inlet air intakes, both of which are positioned in the ventral position. Unsurprisingly and inevitably, the air intakes are modified with stealth characteristics so that they can be used on a stealth fighter jet like the J-50. Once again, we see a double-wheeled nose landing gear, but with single wheels for the rear landing gears. This stands in contrast with the Chengdu Corporation's J-36, which features double wheels arranged in tandem for its rear landing gears. Like the J-50, the J-36 also has twin wheels for its nose landing gear. The fact that the J-50 uses only single wheels for its rear landing gear underscores the fact that the J-50 is a far lighter fighter jet compared to the J-36. The difference in the landing gear configuration underscores the fact that what we are seeing are really two types of 6th-gen fighter jets in very different weight classes. Finally, the photo also showcased that the J-50 possesses swiveling outer wingtips that are maneuverable. This can be seen most clearly in the right wingtip in the photo. The movable wingtips serve as major control surfaces, in a similar vein to the 2D thrust vectoring. The movable outer wingtips are highly important features for a plane that doesn't have the traditional vertical tail fins that would otherwise be there to provide additional stability in flight. Movable wingtips would help mitigate the issues that come with a tailless design. This is, in turn, critical to achieve the level of stealth for a 6th-generation fighter jet. The current consensus on the Chinese internet remains that the J-50 and the Chengdu Corporation's J-36 are not in direct competition with each other. Rather, the two designs serve somewhat different purposes. The Shenyang J-50 is believed to be destined for the future aircraft carriers of the Chinese PLA Navy. It is essentially a 6th-generation carrier fighter jet, while the Chengdu Corporation's heavier J-36 will serve as the premier 6th-gen fighter of the land-based Air Force.